Hi, my name is Arthur McGregor, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Autoharp. The Autoharp is somewhat of an unusual instrument. It's a relatively modern instrument. The word Autoharp is actually owned by the Oscar Schmidt Company. So the general term of the instrument is called a corded zither. Zither is a huge family of instruments that includes things like the piano, which is a hammered zither, and the actual zither, which is still played in parts of Europe. Things like the cantel, the dulcimer, the Appalachian dulcimer, and both the hammered dulcimer are zithers. And then back in the turn of the century, they had lots of instruments that were shaped similar to the Autoharp that allowed non-musicians essentially to learn how to play the instrument quite easily. Things like the mando zither and the guitar zither. However, the Autoharp is one of the few instruments from that family that really is relatively popular today. The corded zither was initially designed to be played on the lap, but back in the 20s, 30s, the Carter family started playing it standing up and required it to be on the chest, played this way. Subsequently, the position of the actual chord mechanism changed to allow a playing on your chest and reach all the notes up there. Of course, you can still play it on your lap if you'd like. Playing it any way you want is one of the beauties of the Autoharp, is in that there are no Autoharp police to come and tell you you're playing it the wrong way. One of the interesting things about the Autoharp is the fact that it has a huge number of strings, and the strings are divided into different octaves. The bass octave is about this area here. It's a lot of bass notes, not a complete octave in that it doesn't, not complete scales in that it doesn't have all the notes. The middle octave and the higher octave are complete scales, so you can essentially play pretty well anything you want on the Autoharp, only bounded by the number of chords that you have. Autoharps have anywhere from 5 chords. I have a small 5-chord Autoharp at home. Up to 21 chords are the most the largest number that I've seen. Generally, professional Autoharps, handmade Autoharps, have 18 to 20 kind of bars on them. The bars are designed to allow proximity playing, in that all of the chords within a certain key are close to each other, so you're not bouncing all over the area. An important aspect of playing the Autoharp is posture, because the Autoharp is a somewhat physical instrument to play, in that you're pushing down fairly firmly on the chord bars. So if you don't have good posture, your hand gets tired fairly quickly. Part of the posture is holding the instrument high enough that your elbow area, I don't know what you call the inside of your elbow, is in this little crook here, to allow you downward pressure on the keys. So I'm pushing down on them rather than pushing across or pushing with your fingers. I have the weight of my hand behind it. This will ease the difficulty of playing the instrument. So you're pushing directly down on the keys. When you're strumming an Autoharp, you have a couple of options. Right now I use 2 finger picks and a thumb pick and play it in a pinching motion, allowing me to play big chords or little chords. Okay, you can also play using a flat pick. A flat pick gives you a considerably different tone, but a unique tone nonetheless. A little bit of clicking, but fairly straightforward in playing the instrument. When you play an Autoharp, you are limited by the number of the number of chord bars that you have. So the first thing to do is to find out what chord you sing in, what key you sing in, and decide on what key you're going to be playing most regularly. Probably the easiest way to start the Autoharp is to get a very simple song that you know very well. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Down in the Valley is a very popular song. If you're a Carter family fan, you can do some Carter family tunes. And remember that in most music, timing is one of the most important aspects of playing. So, if you're playing, let's say, down in the valley, you get the rhythm going, you can play it using all 3 octaves of the instrument, or you can play it using just one of the octaves. Down in the valley so low, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow. So it's a fairly straightforward instrument to play. One of the things that you will have to accept playing the Autoharp is the ability to learn how to tune the Autoharp. There are a huge number of strings on the Autoharp, and they will go out of tune. Often they'll go out of tune at very inopportune times. There are 2 ways to tune an Autoharp. You can tune an Autoharp to itself, which means that you would pick a chord that you're going to be playing, play the chord one note at a time, and tuning each note that doesn't sound quite perfect. You can hear that note there is a hair flat. Now, knowing when a note is flat or sharp, especially small amounts, is called ear training. And ear training does take a while, so don't think that you can do this immediately. You will have to use your ears and listen quite carefully. The easiest way to tune an Autoharp is using an external tuner of some sort. There's all kinds of great tuners out. We have them starting at about $15 for a tuner that will work very well on an Autoharp. And that allows you to tune back up to concert pitch. If you're going to be playing with other instruments, you must be in concert pitch. If you're only going to be playing by yourself, then you can afford to tune the instrument to itself or relative pitch. I think that's about it. I'll go out with a Carter family tune. Go on the internet and find lots of Autoharp players, lots of Autoharp instruction. Autoharp is a wonderful instrument. There's an old Carter family tune.